Hey, it's Wednesday. What y'all doing? Um, it has been a doozy of a day. I can't believe today's not Friday, and I'm tired. This week has drawn out, and my fourth block was more than crazy, more than insane, and so I'm going to give you further rationale as to why teachers are not indoctrinating their children. So stay with me. But class started this way. It started with one of my girls immediately before she could even sit down in a panic. And her panic was that someone had told her that women have colons. And she thought that only boys had colons. And the reason that she thought that only boys had colons is because women have a uterus. And in her mind, since boys don't have a uterus, they have a colon. Because there has to be something that fills the space in boys because they don't have a uterus. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think I've done a damn good job in creating a safe space in my room. I've had these kids a month, and clearly they're not embarrassed to ask me anything. Not one thing. And so I had everybody sitting down, and I thought, okay, I didn't have this on the agenda, and but I do feel it imperative that these children know that they all have a colon, unless something has happened, right? And I don't think anybody has a colostomy because I would know about it. And don't even get me started on discussing what that would be. And so I just expressed to the class that indeed we all have a colon, unless it is that you think the girls don't poop. But they do. I assure you, I've read the book. Everyone poops. And so this child had more than that question, though. The confusion came because of the belly button. Well, boys have belly buttons, and they don't have a uterus. And I had to explain the difference between the digestive system and the reproductive system. I want you to know I had to do that before I taught about how we declared independence from Britain today. And so I went ahead and cut it off. I explained to the children, right, how colons work, where a colon is located in the body. The kids thought that a colon was an organ like this. I said, no. I said, it's the exit tunnel. It's just gonna run you right on out. And so we started there. I had to explain that that your organs are in a vessel down here, right? And they're not setting like in the game of Operation, right? Just in that they settle and work their way, and sometimes they touch each other, right? And that things work in layers. I did clarify that women have a uterus and that boys don't. We talked about belly buttons and how belly buttons work and why everyone has one, typically. And then I was asked at the very end of that about colonoscopies, and I said, we're done here. We're done here. We're done here. Okay? And all you need to know is that while we were getting done, for the next 10 minutes, I got the class ready to actually start lecture. I passed out their notes, and as I passed out their notes, one of my boys was in a mild panic because he had his thumb stuck in his water bottle. Couldn't get it out. Stuck in there pretty tight. And so after I dealt with that, I am here to once again express to you that in no way, shape, nor form can these 14-year-olds be indoctrinated. Okay, I don't know what you did today between 2 and 3:30, right? But I had to explain to children who can reproduce, that they all have colons, and still had a football player get his finger stuck in a water bottle. So, I think I'm going to go home and get in the brown water. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do that. Sun's out. Okay.